Army Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri's offense will go to work first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off from the shotgun. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Callow. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Oh, better look out. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it will try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play's going to see if he gets a hand on it.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Under fire! And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. Turning it on. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big give him 6. Touchdown time!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too.
Breaks into the open. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Rogers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Crosses the 30, he's got away. explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
It's on target and complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the option. There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Toss sweep to the left. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the move, it's Callow. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some room and gets it up to the 13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. Turning it on! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One one of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to...
Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle and runs through another guy. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target spot.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush is on him. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Bringing the heat. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He might want another play. Fires it down the seam. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So Missouri will have to punt it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Fires downfield. And is incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Got it in the middle. It's not. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They just keep firing. Now improvising. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoffman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Powers through the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to the toss. Plows through the defense.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this. Stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards, because it helps your offense on the next down.
Looking for space. It's Terry. Takes it past the marker. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gets the back moving. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
and you want